I am the way, the truth, and the life.
About what happened when you pray. As you know, they say prayer is without ceasing. The other day we talked about the power of prayer, and then today gonna say we're talking about what happened when you pray. To clarify it, when you pray, it's not something that you plan to. It's something that's supposed to be inside of you. And for example, if you're hungry, you have to eat daily. If you're thirsty, you have to drink daily. So basically, prayer is the same mentality, is same behavior, is same narrative. So when you pray, it has to be inside of you. So when it's inside of you, is an expression of feeling, is more likely a part of you that's so basically connected to reality. So basically, when you pray, you have to be able to connect, which is yourself. That's why when you say, they say the prayer what's in from your heart, how you feel, and God's able to handle it. And then people in not doing that, the reason why, because most people are not honest to themselves, most people cannot express themselves. So that's why before I pray, or anyone can pray, you ask for the Holy Spirit to take over your tongue or your life or everything you desire, so he can intercede for you, he can pray for you, because that's one of the greatest thing you can do, the greatest weapon you have, because your prayer is your expression towards the living God. And that's why if you lie to God, and that's a sin, and on top of that, your prayers are gonna be answered. So when you pray, this is what happens. When you pray is that you take a self, that's a part of yourself, and then you put it on the silver plate, and then you hand it as a sacrifice, and then as a request to the Most High. So that's what happens when you pray, because sometimes people don't understand that. It's like when you go to, is for example, if you don't understand, isn't it, when you pray, is like when you go to a bank, you ask for a loan. That's the way prayer works. And then you should be honest in your application. For example, if you have a job, and then if you have a lot of income, so you should tell that your credit score and to apply for the loan. It's the same thing with prayer. When you pray, you should be honest to God. Why you need that when you pray, how come he's gonna be able to help God, and he's gonna help you, and what's the benefit of that? And that's why the reality is that people don't take time to pray, because they don't know how to be honest with God, or they scared being honest with God, because they feel like God gonna be punish them, and then God gonna be use that against them. And then when you pray, this is what happens. You go to the bank, you ask, you put your heart out, you put yourself out, and you put it on the silver plate and hand it to God, which is able to do whatever you want and however is pleased. It's the same thing with the bank loaner. The bank loaner can deny you or approve you for that loan. And most people feel like they lose the power, the authority, because they feel like they don't have any leverage to get that loan. So basically, they feel like they don't have any leverage to push God to force them to accept the requested. So it's the same thing with the loan. They can ask for the loan banker, so what they can do better to approve for the loan in order to move on with the life. But prayer is different. You cannot push God, you cannot force God to answer your prayer. You gotta wait. So people feel like they have better things to do instead of prayer, which is a way the devil put in the mind of believers, so they don't have to pray. They cannot pray every day because they feel like they're not in control of the narrative, only God is. So men love to be controlling everything in that's with their life. So basically, that's why people don't like to pray. So when you pray, you ask for God, for guidance. You come to the bank loaner, and then what happened, and you write down your desire, and then you ask, even though you cry, whatever the situation. That's why God said prayer without ceasing, because no matter the situation you have in your life, you have a prayer request. That's why when people are sick, you cannot come in that people who is sick, you cannot tell them, oh, prayer for money, because that person is sick. If that person is homeless, you cannot pray for that person to be healed, because different environment, different kind of prayer. So that's what I said. The prayer is a form of self environment. It's almost self-awareness. You see, I'm in this situation, and I need that result, and I need that outcome. I need a door, a window, a way out. So I'm gonna go to God, express self, how I feel, and then for God to able to guide me or to find a way out. So that's why in not all the prayers people can do, or not all the prayers are very gonna be efficient on depending on where that person is. So that's why God said you have to be a one accord. That's mean you got to be on the same situation, you got to be on the same level, you got to feel the same way, and then for that prayer to be answered. So that's the reason why when you say you pray, you got to able to self-explanatory, and then this is why how powerful your prayer is when you truly connected to yourself in the environment you're living in. And if you might give it a thumbs up, subscribe next one.